Good evening, everyone, and welcome to
The MMA Gathering Spot.
My name is Maya Parker, a sophomore at Clark Atlanta University with a focus in radio, TV, and film from Washington, D.C.
My name is Kayla Joseph, a sophomore mass media arts major with a concentration in journalism, and I'm from Stamford, Connecticut.
My name is Jessica Moore, a sophomore mass media arts major, concentration radio, TV, and film from Douglasville, Georgia.
My name is Talib Kofil. I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I'm a sophomore mass media arts major with a concentration in TV, radio, and film.
My name is Ashton Evans. I'm a sophomore mass media arts major with a concentration in journalism from Tallahassee, Florida.
Okay, everybody. So today we decided we were going to kick it off and talk about Industry Week, which is a big event here that happens at Clark Atlanta University. It is when
Every year.
The Mass Media Arts Department, what they do is they invite executives, moguls, PR, journalists, all types of things you could think, aspects from the industry. They come in and they educate people like myself, Talib, Kayla, Ashton, and Jess.
Gives a lot of advice as well.
Way more advice than that.
The ins and outs of the industry.
And the background stories.
Right.
Yeah.
So we definitely got some great people, and I think we should definitely start off with talking about Dwayne Haley, who was actually brought in by our professor, Christopher Daniel. And I think she was honestly the dopest, and I want you guys to kind of briefly talk about it.
So personally, I really enjoyed Dwayne Haley. I thought that when she came in, I loved her energy. I love how comfortable she was speaking to us. She gave us the ins and outs of what she does in her profession. And she really just took me out of my comfort zone. She made me feel confident in my work. She gave us a lot of good advice on things. What did you guys feel about what she said?
She gave a real raw story.
Yeah, it was raw. She gave us how she started from the beginning. She told us about how when she wanted something, she made sure she showed up to a certain spot every day until she got a certain position. So she basically made me feel as though if I really want something, I gotta go after it, even if it means going hard every day, making sure I gotta do what I gotta do. So yeah, I really enjoyed her speaking. What else did you guys think about her?
To give also a little bit of background on actually who she is the VP of Porter Novelli Public Relations, and that's her own company that she works in. So she's like one of the first black VPs to even be in such a high position like that and putting on for people. She has $1 million contracts. She has $1 million profiles. Many things that black people struggle with. So I think it was dope to see a black woman in her power come in and really talk to us and explain to us her story. She came from a small town. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't like, you know what I'm saying, she had many hopes and goals from where she was coming from the people surrounding her. So to hear her story and how she just uprised and came out of that situation and decided to just move to LA, which is super difficult.
And on top of that, she was just really inspiring and powerful with her message. As much as everyone else is saying, coming from a small town is just really empowering and encouraging to hear, a black lady in this world making it in the PR industry.
Because it's hard as a black lady in this industry.
In the PR industry especially. The PR industry is, mainly white, so to see a black woman as a VP of a major public relations agency was just different, and it was breathtaking. And refreshing for sure.
And to add on to that, she was definitely inspiring to me because just in the media industry, it's a vast industry and it's very hard to really get into that door, get your feet into the door. So, I just feel like, just her story and everything that she was talking about really helped me and gave me, a stronger mindset on, just going into the future and, just making sure I'm working hard to get to where I need to be.
Did y'all remember when she said, how much money she makes an hour? Was an hour? It's 20 minutes.
She has a rate. She has, I think, about $400 about something like that, and that right there in itself is
very motivational. That every minute of her day is being accounted for, and she's getting paid for that.
But she does. She has to report every single minute of what her time is being put into. So that definitely was dope. And just being a senior PR and marketing communications VP, just anything like that is huge. And being black.
Shout out to Dwayne once again.
Yes. So she also had Lakeith.
I was about to say her homie Lakeith. Dope.
Shout out to the Gathering Spot. I think that is a very dope place. That is really nice. So Maya, you had the honor of
interacting with Lakeith.
Yes.
So I actually knew about the Gathering Spot way before I even had met him. But hearing about the Gathering Spot as an MC myself is basically a place for people to come and to literally let their ideas splurge. You can do all types of things at the Gathering Spot. You can record, you can rap, you can host, you can literally have big executive me as far as Delta, like he was
Movie
speaking about
I like that.
movie premieres and all of that stuff.
Listening parties, literally anything.
His story struck me the most though because he discussed basically how he knew he had this idea and this knack for putting on and having graphic designs and seeing how you could like kind of market somebody but with the use of words and graphics. So he never really knew what he wants to do, but how we're all in college right now. He got his degree but realized he wasn't even really using his degree to his full extent. So he dropped out of grad school with $400 in his pocket and 2 suitcases to himself, and he moved to New York. Now, just like Dwayna, that is a huge step for somebody who is black and broke and literally sitting there like striping and struggling every day. So he was just dope, and then he gave me a really dope opportunity. We've been kind of talking briefly about me performing, so he just opens up a lot of doors, and he's dope.
I like that, honestly. Like, it ties back into what I said. If you really want something, go after it. He had a vision, and he felt like his purpose was to go do something else, so he went after it. And the same way Dwayna went after what she wanted to do. I just feel like it's just good to hear people, because oftentimes as black college students, we feel as though all this work is going to happen overnight, and it just goes to show you that it takes time, and all you got to do is put in the work for it, and things are going to fall through. So
I think Lakeith was really motivating because one thing he said that stuck out to me the most was that how he went to a Chicago Bulls game when he was younger, and he looked at a Nike ad that he seen while he was there. Years later, as like he's in his adult life now, he now works for Nike, making up ads that people see at Chicago Bulls games. So that was really inspiring because he's seen something at a young age. He didn't think that's what he wanted to do, but he knew he had a nick for it, and he continued that.
He manifested what he wanted to have.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so one of the another event that they had during Industry Week was the career fair, and I think that was pretty dope. Just a career fair is always dope to me. The fact that y'all, like Clark Atlanta, will bring out people, to give us opportunities for internships, networking, and etc. So we had the career fair, and going there was also good. I am an aspiring TV anchor, so when I went there, I actually went there a little later. So when I went there, there wasn't really anyone there for me to speak to, but I made a lot of connections, took a lot of business cards, and I feel like anything that can help me become a better writer, anything that can help me become a better spokesperson, will help me in my profession. So I just took advantage of everybody that was there and, networked and did what I had to do.
Right. Yeah, I think the career fair is also dope, kind of because what Kayla is saying right now.
And especially just for mass media art students, because, a lot of people really don't get that in their major, but go ahead.
Yeah, we got ours. I definitely think the career fair is dope just off the simple strength that in this industry, you can never be too good at anything. You know what I mean? You always have to have always have to be a student to this profession. Yeah. So, meeting people from Delta, meeting people from Atlantic Records, meeting people from these PR companies who are coming out and literally trying to put on for us to help us out, it was dope because even if, for example, rapping, like I'm not doing that, I go talk to a person from Atlantic Records, but then I'm going to go talk to somebody about journalism. They all play hand in hand. So
you got to be well-rounded. You got to know how to do everything.
This is mass media arts. Its name literally lives up to itself. So I just think that the career fair really showed us that no matter what you're good at, you can literally dominate in any part of this industry.
I really enjoyed the career fair because I'm trying to get into music business, A&R work. I don't take that course up here at Clark because they don't have it, but I do aspire to get into it eventually in grad school. So being at the career fair, you had Atlanta Records, a promotional director there, and it was really good just to speak with her because, marketing and promotion is really important and is really key in the music industry. So just her giving me tips on what I can do to help, people I work with was really good, and I enjoyed that.
Okay, so the Mass Media Arts also has an organization called WST Radio, and they hosted an event called Rags and Riches. And I think it was pretty dope that they brought out DJ MD at the event. Jessica, you want to speak a little bit more on that?
Oh, yeah, we had 2 people that actually teach here at Clark Atlanta University, P. Will and B. High, Brian Hightower. DJ Envy came out and just gave information on the radio station. He was actually a part of WSTU when he was attending Clark Atlanta, and he was giving out information on how you can get your foot into the industry. And B. High also works at a radio station, And he was just telling us how he comes back and he was a part of WSU and he helped organize it. And this went along with Industry Week because we did have people, PRs, A&Rs, journalists, come out and just give us some insight on what steps to take for life after Clark Atlanta University.
So WSU held another event called the DJ Battle, correct?
Breaking the Table, the DJ Battle. We included people from the AUC and Georgia State, and they just came and had a DJ battle. We had DJ Era. He's a DJ for August Alsina. He came out and was a judge. And the winner actually was one of the students from Georgia State University.
Did you happen to reach out
Yes.
to the student? So let me tell y'all something. Jessica reached out to somebody from Georgia State and got him the opportunity to come here and perform at Clark. And I think that was pretty dope. And he won, he came from a different institution and did what he had to do. So I think that's pretty dope. And that I'm sure he'll always thank you for that because, he got his foot out in the door and that's good. You want to speak a little bit more on that?
We had 3 DJs from Clark Atlanta University. We had DJ Louie, DJ Crisis, and DJ Satchel. They came out and was a part of the DJ battle. And DJ Ricovelli from Morehouse College came and was a DJ.
Ricovelli is really good.
I was about to say Ricovelli is one of my homies. As an MC, he's always reaching out and showing love, so I know he was there to be supportive, and it was a great vibe, honestly. The whole thing was dope. Hearing them spin and be able to just,
vibe to the music.
Vibe. Yeah, it was definitely dope.
Okay, so our professor Christopher Daniel, he also set up a second panel in one of our classes. That was actually pretty dope. Ashton, do you want to speak on that?
Yeah, I would definitely speak on that. He brought in the Atlanta Influence and also another fashion company, and basically. What is it called? Honor Roll. And basically they were just talking about how they got started and everything, and they was basically giving us like a breakdown of how really fashion started in Atlanta. And most people think it started in like New York or California, but they was just basically talking about the culture of fashion and how it really impacts society today as a whole. So I feel like that was just a great panel, and yeah.
Okay, so we're about to wrap this up, but I want to ask you all a quick question. If you guys could describe Industry Week in one word, what would it be, and what did you take out of it?
I guess we can go in a circle. I'll start. I would say Industry Week was inspiring. I would say definitely inspiring because hearing them talk made me want to just go out and get it even more.
I would say it was motivating for me, just because, I have such lofty goals. So, just all of their stories just motivated me.
I would say it was refreshing just to know that there is people out in this industry that we're, trying to get into that actually doing the work. It can definitely happen.
I would say it was inspiring because it inspired me to get myself together for life after I graduate.
And I would definitely say it was eye-opening because attending the panels and everything, it opened my mind up to many different things. And I just feel like I'm ready to put in work and execute things and do what I got to do because I know I will be successful and I know we all will be successful.
So you guys, I genuinely want to thank you for tuning in to the MMA Gathering Spot with the homies. Again, I'm Maya Parker.
I'm Kayla Joseph.
I'm Ashton Edmonds.
I'm Talib Cofield.
I'm Jessica Moore.
And we will see y'all next week.
Yes.